Good morning, everyone. We are the Office of Interpersonal Violence Prevention here at Howard University. My name is Shakira Jarvis, and I serve as the director. I'm going to give my colleague an opportunity to introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tiara Garnett, and I am the Advocate Specialist in the IVPP office.
So I want to thank Ms. Logan Pope again because Title IX and other campus policies establish our university's compliance, but compliance is our policy floor. It's not our ceiling. Other campus resources support education, advocacy, and healing after instances of interpersonal violence. When we say interpersonal violence, we mean the violence and harm that can occur between two people. So that can include, again, intimate partner violence, dating and domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, and harassment. IVPP serves as the primary education and advocacy resource for students with these experiences. More specifically, the mission of IVPP is to enhance student quality of life through survivor advocacy and campus-wide prevention, education, training, and skill building to reduce the impacts of dating, domestic, intimate partner violence, sexual assault, harassment, and stalking. So how do we build knowledge and conduct our education programs? IVPP uses the social ecological model of public health to work in 5 concentric circles of areas of influence within the university and community to make sure we are addressing what can be systemic issues that impact violence in relationships, but also personally driven issues. So at the individual level, we're working with students and talking about their mental and physical health, their understanding of gender, their intersections of gender, race, and culture, and making sure they understand their intrapersonal relationships, the relationships they have with themselves before they're forming relationships with other people. At the relationship level, we're talking about the full spectrum of relationships, not only romantic or sexual relationships, but the relationships we build with classmates, friends, roommates, in our professional lives, all matters of relationships. At the community level, we're growing even bigger, talking more about our social connections and contributions, especially working with our student groups, fraternities, sororities, and our campus organizations to make sure that we are building healthy relationship skills and practicing healthy habits. At the institution of higher education level and the society level, we're working on campus policy, practice, and protocol, making sure that we can effectively respond, educate, and advocate for students across the university experience. Ms. Garnett, can you talk a little bit more about our topics in our programs and trainings?
Absolutely. So we address a number of topics directly with our students. Just to name a few, we work with our students in understanding their personal relationship motivations. For example, what are the most important things to them in a relationship? What are their 5 foundations of a relationship? We work with the students in discussing consent, what it is and what it looks like, bystander intervention. We also assist students in identifying red as well as green flags amongst their romantic relationships or their platonic friendships. We also support students in working to help them build skills such as healthy and assertive communication. We also do conflict resolution and talk about the importance of boundaries. We assist students in just navigating how to accept rejection and what that looks like. Also, we support students that are dealing with challenges in their relationships and they just need some support in just unpacking things and just figuring out if something is a red flag or yellow flag, or if something is possibly abusive or toxic or concerning. And lastly, we also support students that are just trying to navigate their sexuality. And we do all of that through advocacy and support. So when you connect with the IVPP office, you will receive services such as crisis intervention, safety planning, and that's for students that live on campus as well as off campus. We also provide support for students that want to move forward in the civil court proceedings. So if you are in need of a protection order or a stay away order, we will accompany you to court to assist you with that process. We also do warm handoffs to on-campus resources, but also specialized off-campus resources, such as like the DC forensic nurses. If you were unfortunately experienced an assault and are in need of a forensic exam, we will accompany you to the hospital to have that done. We also have the ability to serve as a Title IX advisor. That is for either the complainant or for the accused student. And we do have a number of supports and services that we can provide for our accused students. And just as a reminder, the IVPP office, we are a confidential, non-reporting space, with the exception of if any students report any active thoughts or attempts of harming themselves for safety reasons, we must notify the university of that. But other than that, the IVPP office is available 24/7. So if you would like to learn more about our office or you have additional questions, please feel free to scan the QR code in the bottom of the screen, and that would save our number directly to your phone. And again, we're 24 hours, so feel free to connect with us anytime. If you look at this image here on the left of the screen, that is where our office is located. So we are at 2401 4th Street Northwest, which is the lower level of the quad, which is the incoming female freshman residence hall. So if you're facing the front of the residence hall and you look to the right, you will see this door here. That's where we are located. And once you enter the building, you would see these two images on our door that will indicate to you that that's where our office is. We can be reached via email or phone. So please feel free to take a picture of this screen or scan that QR code. Also, please follow us on Instagram or Twitter or both. Our tags are IVPPHU, which is the same exact general email that we use. So if you would just like to know more about the events and programs that we do throughout campus and the partnerships that we have, feel free to check out our Instagram. Again, it's IVPPHU. So if you're wondering, like, what are some examples of when someone will come to IVPP? Here are some. So if you are in need of support after experiencing an intimate partner violent relationship, that's what IPV is. It can be a crisis or a non-crisis. We are available to support you. If you think you or someone you know may be experiencing intimate partner violence and you aren't really sure and you just need to speak with someone to kind of unpack and navigate what's going on, you can connect with our office as well. Also, if you aren't sure if you or someone else is ready to make a report, you can still seek support and help in our office. You don't have to report anything in our office to receive any additional supports.
Some other reasons to go to IVPP is understanding that if you need resources to connect and heal from instances of harm and abuse that may have happened before your time at the institution, just understanding that college for many people can be an opportunity to find health and healing, and IVPP can support you in that as well. Sometimes we have students that come to us that just need an opportunity and a way to build skill around their interpersonals, to prepare to do things like communicate more directly, end a relationship, or even ask someone out. That if you just need a private, non-judgmental space to talk through these things and read anything from information and resources to scenarios, IVPP can support you. If you have questions about relationships, intimacy, and needing to connect to just more resources about understanding those topics and how they relate to you, IVPP can absolutely connect you to resources and facilitate conversation and workshops. If you want to talk to someone privately so you can figure out what to do, understanding that even if it isn't an instance of interpersonal violence or an interpersonal relationship, but you just need a private place to be pointed in the right direction, IVPP can support you in that as well. We are looking forward to seeing you on the yard, and please be on the lookout for our enthusiastic yes training during Bison Week.